I am also driven by anxiety. In this video game, Metroid Other M. A video game that is fine. Hardcore parkour, hardcore parkour. They intentionally put this there so I couldn't speed boost my way through so that they would have time to load the next area. Fellas, when the camera angle goes like this, it's because bad things are gonna happen. Ah! The baby!
A baby.
A baby. Baby count 12. The baby. The booty.
Samus, can you hear my voice?
I read you loud and clear, Adam.
You know what lies up ahead. The Metroids and the artificial intelligence that controls them. The fruit of the Galactic Federation's twisted project.
Yes. So why did you shoot me?
You can't destroy these Metroids.
What do you mean?
Sector Zero Metroids most likely can't be frozen.
What are you talking about?
There's a strong likelihood that the Metroid's mortal weakness, the vulnerability to cold, has been overcome through genetic manipulation. And if that's true, there's no way you can destroy them.
But that baby earlier,
The baby.
the infant Metroid,
Strong, independent Samus?
you
Yeah.
were able to freeze it.
True. My guess is that it was because it was still in a larval stage. But who can say? One thing's for certain. They're definitely propagating Metroids. Developing bioweapons with an obvious and fatal flaw would be suicide. It's hard to imagine the military mass-producing defective weapons. Then again, none of this makes sense. Metroids are lethal. Their extinction was a wise decision. And now, since no one has the technology to defeat them, they cannot be allowed to exist.
Hang on, Adam. First, I need to know why you're credited as the creator of the Metroid Military Program Report.
Hello.
Have you even started?
I have started the video game.
That's
Metroid
something.
Other M.
That
I
is
received the
actually
request
something
to
that
write
I
the
think will
report from
warm your
Galactic
heart.
Federation headquarters.
What?
As you
In that
possibly.
report,
I
They
found.
outlined the potential dangers of such a program
Shit.
and explained categorically
God damn
why
it.
it shouldn't be attempted.
I find shit every day.
No. Oh man.
HQ, listen.
I've been
But a small group within
passing
the
some
Federation
stuff through my
co-opted
gut
my
in a
report
way
for
that
its own
I'm
purposes.
not going to detail here because you get very cross with me.
I would.
God damn it! What year
Samus.
is this?
You'll be fully recovered soon.
No, not now. With this thing that I'm looking
I
at.
have several missions for you. This facility appears to be on an intercept
Oh.
course with
Oh,
Galactic
1993.
Federation HQ. If
Yeah.
what Madeline Bergman said is
Computer
correct, there's a
Gaming
distinct
World,
possibility that this is the
Game
start of an
Magazine
attack
number
by MB against the
111,
Uh-huh.
October
One way or another,
1993.
Some sort of attack is clearly
And I
imminent.
found the section called Scorpia's Magic Scroll of
You have
Games.
to find a way to divert the ship
Uh-huh.
off its intercept course.
And I'm going through this.
I've located a survivor in room
Okay.
MW, toward the rear of the bioweapon
And I
research
real
center.
Scorpia.
Whoever
The
it is will be a
Scorpia.
key witness.
Sub-Zero.
She
secure the
wrote a
survivor's
mini
safety.
one-paragraph
And
review
defeat
for
Ridley.
Ancient Lands of Ys, i.e. Ys 1.
He's as much of a threat
Uh-huh.
as the Metroids.
What does Scorpia think of Ys?
And one last word of
She
warning.
thought it was fine,
Madeline Bergman.
but you can tell that
no ally.
she ain't no JRPG fan.
Well, she's like, where are the dungeons? Why am I
Japanese-
not lost in this maze?
Okay, here's the mini, because back in the day they would like
Hold
people would
on,
be
Adam.
assigned what, like 12 games, and then you would have to review
What are
them
you
in like
planning
one
to do with the
paragraph.
Metroids here in Sector 0?
Okay. Japanese import converted
Leave it to me.
from game machine
this
to
place.
computer. A fairly
You
simple
have a
entry
plan
with
for
a few
dealing with
puzzles to
Metroids that
solve.
can't be frozen?
It offers Nintendo-style combat
Zero
and
has a
graphics
self-destruct
that might leave
protocol.
some CRPG fans wanting.
The sector receives a significant amount of damage
Uh-huh.
Nintendo-style combat, huh?
Yeah.
and self-destruct.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
for-
that's...
Full explosion
children.
will eliminate the Metroids.
I have to admit, like,
and
computer gaming
without
world
leaving
was,
a
like,
trace.
the Graybeards. Like, they had entire sections
you
dedicated to,
dare,
like,
Adam.
war games and micro
Let me go
prose
in.
shit, right?
I'm
So,
the only one
whatever.
who has a shot against
There
the
are
Metroids.
there were several
We
tough
have to
battles
take the
with major
chance.
monsters. This is my favorite
Please,
called
Adam.
in quotations,
You have to trust
bosses. In the idiom
You
of
have to trust
arcade
me.
gamers.
Just give me a chance.
Give me a chance.
Samus,
Oh,
I wish I could
if
battle
only
Ridley,
a man could.
but I can't.
The fact that she's trying
Unlike
to
you,
equivocate like
I'm no
bosses
galactic
as being
savior.
that's only in your
merely human.
arcade and console games. And I forgot about that.
But I can save you.
I don't see
I mean,
any...
Scorp
Oh.
yeah,
You should be
Scorpia had a
completely healed
type
soon.
that she liked.
There isn't much
Yeah.
time.
But otherwise, it was pretty much a romp.
need
Interesting,
to get started on our
mainly
missions.
for seeing what the Japanese do in terms
Sorry for
of
getting a little rough with you.
lightweight CRPGs.
Good luck, Samus.
Lightweight CRPG. That's what Ys 1 is. Is that condescension?
Wait! Adam!
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm just losing it at this cutscene.
Okay.
And I'm just
gonna
thinking about last night how Relka's like, oh, I don't see anything wrong with this.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to just rattle off the rest of the games that are a part of her end of the year. Here's everything that I played, and
No
okay.
objections.
So when you want me to read the mini review, you just say read that for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alternate reality, the city. Alternate reality, the dungeon. Already did Yeast one.
Pass.
Bard's Tale 1, Bard's Tale 2, Bard's Tale 3. What the fuck? She did a review for Beyond Zork. Why?
Because it's sort of like a CRPG.
Oh, I guess it kind of is a CRPG because you have like. She did not like Beyond Zork. Holy shit. Okay. Buck Rogers Countdown to Doomsday.
Tell me about the gold box Buck Rogers game.
Okay, a surprisingly enjoyable little game using the AD&D Gold Box engine with the addition, sorry, this got cut in half, of character skills. Typical plot of stopping the bad guys, but the atmosphere of the old serials is recreated quite well. Side bits connected to the main story add significantly to the game. Everything is related one way or another. Essentially a quick playing game, but fun nonetheless. I consider this a good palate cleanser for those that play heavier and more real CRPGs.
Adam
Okay.
vanished.
Okay,
My
let's
best
continue.
friend.
Buck Rogers,
Person who
Matrix
understood me
Cubed.
best.
Champions
Closest
of
thing to
Kryn.
a father I had.
Curse of the Azure Bonds.
Thoughts swirled through my head.
Dark
I
Heart
couldn't
of
come to grips with what had happened.
Ukral?
Ukral.
Such a
Tell me about
cruel
that
way
one.
to say goodbye.
Okay. A standard dungeon delving expedition
one
with
who
some
witnessed
interesting
Adam's
points,
last
not
moment.
least of which is the
And though it
best
shook
auto
me,
mapping in any
I was
game to
calmer than I
date that I've
usually
ever
am.
played. Combat is better balanced than in many
think
CRPGs
Adam
of this
granted
type.
me
Solving
that eye of
puzzles
the
is
storm
key in the
clarity,
later half of the
his
game,
final
so this
gift
one
to
is
me.
not for those seeking only hack
There
and
was no
slash
time for me to
entertainment.
grieve his death.
It has an unusual
But there
ending
was
for a
time for me to
CRPG.
say,
Play it and find out.
Thank you. Leave the rest to me.
How do you like your puzzles in your CRPGs, especially in the old school 2D era?
Okay, so when it comes to like classic dungeon crawler puzzles,
Switch puzzles, lever puzzles, pressure plate
yeah,
puzzles.
I think a lot about Persona Q and how I stopped playing that game because of the number of like very involved floor-wide puzzles that it eventually just starts throwing at you.
Okay. See, you say that, Lionheart. I'm literally trying to just like pick up Brayden's spirit so
I'm
that he's
having
not
an
like
okay
poisoned.
time, except when the cutscene was happening, and I'm like, boy, this. They made a fucking choice when it came to Samus Aran.
I guess this is the game. I know that Smash is the other one. This is
Yeah.
the game where it felt like Zero Suit Samus became just completely normalized.
Oh yeah, no, this. I mean, you can blame Smash for that, actually, genuinely. Like, Zero Suit Samus would not have survived if not for her being in Smash.
Nah, Zero Mission, it's like you only see Zero Suit Samus because if you fuck up and ruin her armor and it's the death screen.
No,
basically.
because there's that bit at the
Oh,
end
there's
where
that
once you
bit
beat
at
Mother
the
Brain,
end.
you have to sneak
Yeah.
around the space pirate ship.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Oh, the gravity suit's not even purple. Fuck this.
Okay. Moving on. Dark Queen of Kryn.
Okay.
Darklands.
Okay, what does Scorpia have to say about Darklands?
What do you think Scorpia has?
It's buggy and complex.
Oh, God.
Friends
Oh, God.
of a button basher will find no succor here.
Oh boy, Scorpia. Micros Pro sticks its toe into the CRPG waters and ends up way over its head. Perfect example of a fine idea, real-world setting of medieval Germany gone wrong. Menu approach allows for more options than most games of this type, but over time gives the game a static feel. It offers an unusual magic system based on alchemy rather than spells, along with prayers to various saints to obtain temporary benefits of one kind or another. Much of the gameplay involves fetch-it quests. I forgot that she always calls them fetch-it quests, not
Yeah,
fetch quests.
what else would you call them?
Knocking off local robber barons until the call comes to wipe out a witch cult and exorcise a demon. Horrible ending, with the player being shafted rather than rewarded. For this and other reasons detailed in the article, this is not a recommended game.
Oh, so is this like a summary of stuff she reviewed over the course of the year?
Yeah. I'm not going to read the entire reviews. Like, you know her. She writes fucking... The full reviews are insanely detailed.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those things where...
Yeah. Respect
Scorpia,
it.
endless respect for being, like, one of the OGs.
Of, like, personality-driven video game coverage.
Yeah, like,
stuff.
you know...
Okay, moving on. Death Knights of Krynn, Death Lord, Demon's Winter.
What does she have to say about Demon's Winter? I got that from GOG.
Okay. Follow-up to Shard of Spring, pretty much in the same style, but with an expanded engine. The world is larger with more to do, and dungeons now require some puzzle solving, but clues and directions on where to go or what to do are scarce, which oftentimes leads to a lot of frustration. Many improvements over the previous game, and an interesting plot, although combat is not as balanced as it could be. The demon of the title is the main foe, but the ending does not rely on the usual kill-foozle battle, which is refreshing. What?
That's like a weird...
Oh, that's right. That was like a common term, like, yeah, kill the dude.
Kill the foozle. I just think it's very funny, because most of these games, like, have very basic stories.
Oh! Scorpia reviewed Draken!
What does Scorpia have to say about Draken?
A Japanese import with an interesting idea, but poor implementation.
I have
Draken
terrible
allows...
news, Scorpia. Draken was made by French people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Draken allows you to take sides in a war among dragonkind that has profound implications for the human race. Its odd combat style allows for little in the way of tactics or even control during fights. Character movement is occasionally awkward, with people getting stuck at times behind obstacles or the party not following the leader through doorways. I fucking know that! Fuck! Its sparse documentation does not provide enough information, and the terrible character generation system requires creating the party together, one poor set of stats, and you may well have to start it all over again. This one is only for the patient. Okay, Dungeon Master, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
What does she have to say about the Elvira game?
Okay, Elvira is a beautiful game. CRPG is a beautiful graphic CRPG with many gory close-ups and is not for the squeamish or faint of heart. This is true of combat as well, where much of the blood goes flying as you fight your way in and around the castle. It offers plenty of combat using a variety of weapons and spells cooked up for you by Elvira herself with ingredients you have to find. Lots to do and explore. This is a tough game and will not be finished in a few sittings. If you don't mind gruesome visuals, it's definitely worth playing, but I actually recommend Elvira 2. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I recommend that you avoid Elvira 2. And then it continues on to a review of Elvira 2. In a surprisingly bad follow-up to the original game, gamers must rescue Elvira and save the world from the demon Cerberus, who has taken over a movie studio. Half the game is an incredibly tedious hack and slash through seemingly endless tunnels and caverns, The other half is poorly designed adventure puzzles. If solved incorrectly, the latter can prevent you from winning. This one is absolutely best avoided. Eternal Dagger.
Yeah, because it's like an adventure game.
Eye of the
Best
Beholder. Eye of the Beholder 2. Eye of the Beholder 3. Fountain of Dreams. Getaway to the Savage Frontier.
Okay, so this is just like a summary of.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything
she has reviewed. Do
I'm
these
trying to
list like which issues she reviewed them in?
Yeah, kind of, but also, Martian Dreams. Yeah,
What does she have to say about Martian Dreams?
Visit Mars in the 1890s. Second in the Worlds of Ultima series, it uses the same engine as Ultima 6, a nice recreation of Victoria's science fiction with an interesting storyline. It is really more an adventure game than a role-playing game, as character stats have relatively little importance in accomplishing the mission. Too much walking around, to be honest, and backtracking, with no means of easy travel is a definite weak point. The game requires patience and careful attention to details, but is otherwise enjoyable and an improvement of the first game.
What are we talking about?
We're reading
Scorpia's reviews.
So Scorpia was she wrote for CGW back in the 80s and 90s.
I know who Scorpia was. I read the RPG book.
Yeah, because she wrote a thing for that.
Yeah. So yeah, what game was this?
That was
Yeah, this is just like all of her reviews across her entire career. This is actually kind of cool.
That makes sense because in the sense that like computer stores would still have all of these games, right?
It also makes sense because it's like 93. I feel like Scorpio was already on the way out.
I do think it's very. I should ask Jeff. Someone should ask Jeff Green
if he ever met Scorpia.
No, because they were at CGW around the same time.
Oh right. Okay, now we have the actual reviews. Here's the section: the moldy oldies. These are reviews. They assigned her to go back to the past and review games that she had not actually been on the magazine at when they first came out. Okay, these are new reviews. And again, back in the day, reviews were like, what, 2-3 paragraphs long.
Yeah.
Akelabeth.
Yeah.
AP Venture to Atlantis Odyssey, the Complete Adventure Wilderness Campaign. Now we're going to skip that one. Beneath Apple Manor. Bronze Dragon Twisted Sphere.
These are moldy oldies. Jeez.
Amon Sword Thrust series. Holy shit. I haven't even heard of some of these. 83? What the fuck?
It sounds like these were old when Ultima Underworld came out.
Yes.
Hellfire Warrior by TSR. Telengard.
Do we know what she's doing now? Probably just retired.
I believe she's retired.
From everything.
Yeah. Someone ended up finding her, and she just did a very, like, neat little interview where it's like, please don't say my name, but I'll answer all of your questions.
Probably, the smartest response she could give.
I wonder how the nerds of yore were like, a woman reviewing my computer role-playing games?
The fact that she was just such of a stalwart defender of, like, the old school, I wonder if they just accepted it or were fine with it.
Yeah.
My understanding is that she is a fairly legendary reviewer.
Yeah, she was.
So, like, I imagine the nerds of the time were like, she's one of us.
Even girls can enjoy Pools of Radiance.
She's the one girl who enjoys RPGs correctly.
No, like, she did have... Like, I read her review of Ys 1, and there's a little bit of a condescension there with her review of Ys 1. And, you know, she seems to be that.
What?
Japanese games.
She refers to Japanese games as light CRPGs.
And also Nintendo-style combat. Which is to say, action-focused.
Hey, maybe this is a person whose views you don't want surfaced.
It was the early 90s. And PC, and like console and PC spaces were still very separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're still somewhat separate?
No.
Less. I mean, they're still
stuff.
I'm willing to say no.
There's enough stuff coming out on PC that's not on console for me to say there's some separation,
Yeah. But even like Crusader Kings is on consoles.
Yeah.
Have I ever listened to the full Brodio run? No, I just listened to the best of compilations. Those are fun podcasts. You know, some of the jokes may be much like One Up Yours. Some of the jokes they make maybe have not, you know.
Like broken. Like, if you don't already know what Broken Pixels is, I would not necessarily recommend
but,
you
know,
Broken Pixels.
Like, Sean Elliott making fun of internet weirdos who
using
like
his
Sonic.
Voice.
Using that voice. Hey, it's me. Oh, I'm that's very, like, 2006, something awful sort of
I mean,
thing.
it was of an era, and also, I'm not trying to do complete apologetics here, but
you
it
know,
made sense at the time.
It is of the time.
It's like, yeah, look at a lot of that.
But yeah, no, those guys were super fucking funny. And I think I believe most of them aren't chuds.
No.
They all just have moved on.
So are you just doing mop up, or are you heading to the final thing?
Literally just walking to the critical path where the point thing is pointing me.
Save rooms are huge.
Yeah, I know. I miss this era of fucking goddamn video game magazine, man, where it's like barely any screenshots and it's just block upon block of like 3-column text.
Yeah, because it's hard to take screenshots.
Fuck, man. And then the ads are for like fucking used games in a store that you have to use a card catalog to buy that shit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Are you saying you miss those magazines?
I fucking miss them, dude. Yes,
I don't.
absolutely.
Those are like before you, weren't they?
There were a couple, but they were specifically like at the Radio Shack.
I think
like, I had a couple of parents
I've said what I've said about old Games Press and how a lot of them are just dudes in their 20s who can barely write 2 sentences getting paid a living wage.
Hey man, if I could get paid a living wage doing that.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, part of it is born from envy.
Full page ad for Zool, of course! Of course!
Does it also advertise Chupa Chups?
No. It's just Ninja of the Nth Dimension.
Because that's the thing I remember about Zool, is it advertises lollies. Some lollipops.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. This is great. It's a Betrayal at Krondor ad, and it's a 2-page ad, Brayden. Left page. 224 million square feet of forests, swamps, mountains, and black magic and bloodbaths. Welcome to Krondor.
Based on Raymond D. Feist's beloved Rift War series of novels.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that video game advertising didn't change for like 50 years?
See, one of my favorite things about this era specifically for PC games is it's always numbers. It's always
we have the biggest landmass in video games ever.
Yeah. And it's worth thinking about Daggerfall in that context, where every single ad is like, there are 40 different monster types and 20 spells.
And then everything is just small in comparison to Daggerfall.
Yeah. And Daggerfall makes sense because it's
just won that contest.
Yeah. Because in the battle of how many spells, the answer is all of them.
Also, you can craft your own spells in Daggerfall, right? So
yes.
It's like just infinite spells, essentially. Also, infinite bugs, because, you know, that game.
I could just kill these things in one hit and screw it
Fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, man. God damn it. Michael Winterbauer's catalog. Order prints of the Might and Magic cover art that I made.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck! He was only charging $38 for...
But it's $38 in 1993 money.
God, how much
Yeah,
would
what
that
was
be?
what was that in...
That's
adjust
like
that for
$800 today.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do this. So 1993.
That's my yearly salary today. I'm just kidding.
So let's do this. All right.
I would pay money for...
I would do it. I mean, they're actual fucking prints by the guy.
Yeah, for like a Dark Side of Zine cover art.
Fuck, dude. Okay, 1993, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 93.
Good year in video games.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's charging... How much are you charging? So...
$38.
Okay, full-size posters for... Oh, the fucking posters are only $10.
What?
Is he still selling these?
No. $10 for a full poster. If you want the limited edition posters that were the actual ones that he printed when the games first came out, then he was charging $38 for those. Warning, only 500 per game. So he was selling the actual print run with a signature.
Is it the So is it the covers for Might and Magic 1 through 4?
Yes. 19 by 25.
Damn. I bought for his birthday.
$38. Okay.
I bought
how
my
much is
brother
plus 10 in shipping and handling. So that would be oh fuck. $38. 38. Okay, so
yeah.
38 in 1993 monies. Okay, that's $80. $10 would just be $20.
Okay.
So like straight from the press, it's like I just want a printed 19 by 25 print poster of the box art for this shit. Yeah, and it's just straight up Michael James Winterbauer. I fucking hate the world we live in.
So for his birthday, I bought my brother one of those metallic posters from Displate.
Yeah.
And that
Prints are
was
actually pretty good, yeah.
that was like $60
I
with
know,
the Black
I
Friday.
I know. I had the same thing where I bought a couple of prints for a couple of friends that It ain't cheap anymore.
I got him that Iron Pineapple Elden Ring poster with like the faux retro art. It's a dope ass poster, and I feel pretty good about it, and he liked it, so. Because he's played like 300 hours of Elden Ring.
Man.
Meanwhile,
You're playing another M.
I'm playing Metroid Other M. I still... thank God Tam doesn't know I exist.
Who's Tam?
Timur Hussein.
Oh, Timur?
Yes.
Does Timur like this game?
No, he loves Elden Ring. Like,
Oh, okay.
You're a coward, man. You're a coward for not beating Elden Ring.
Remember when we were
He
temporarily
also
excited?
gave Deathloop a 10 out of 10, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about his opinion.
Remember when we were very briefly excited that they were possibly making a Kingsfield game, and then we realized, wait, that's a dumb hope to have.
When they first before it was revealed it was Elden Ring, when they first showed the trailer for half a second, I thought, hey, they might be making a Kingsfield thing.
No,
So I've
instead
already
they're
experienced this.
making a... Which... I'm not against the idea of a weird Elden Ring multiplayer spin-off.
It apparently is a mashup of all the Souls games
Yeah, and also all of the Dark Souls
Listen,
games are part of it.
I thought Elden Ring was a victory lap, but maybe this is going to be their victory lap. But yeah, I really would like them to do another first-person thing. I just want to see what they could do when they get weird.
No, you got it wrong.
Stay away! Stay away!
You have to calm down.
I just need to play Rise of the Ronin. Then I'll beat the...
Metroid eggs.
The Metroids...
Oh, is this? Are you gonna have to fight an Omega Metroid?
I think so. I think that's what this is.
Like the thing from Metroid, the end of Metroid Fusion? Or is it a Queen Metroid?
I think that's Queen Metroid.
That's a Queen
from
Metroid from Metroid 2.
Yeah.
Have you ever finished Metroid 2?
No.
Do you know how to beat the Queen Metroid at the end of Metroid 2?
Does it involve...
I'll let you figure it out. Yeah, I've never finished Samus Returns because I didn't like it. AM2R, I think, is the closest we'll get to a perfect Metroid 2. I really like that game when I played it. Also, original Game Boy Metroid 2, kind of bad. Do you not have to really have Power Bomb?
No, I don't have the power bomb yet.
Oh.
Because Adam hasn't authorized me. What am I to do without Adam to tell me exactly what to do?
What issues do you have with AM2R Lionheart? It actually has been a long time since I finished AM2R.
Am I supposed to lose this?
No, I don't think so.
Because
I mean, of course they take liberties with Metroid 2, because Metroid 2 is not great.
Because Metroid 2 is a Game Boy game.
That's not why it's not great. It's... Imagine Metroid, but there are a bunch of very repetitive hallways.
Yeah. Yeah, so Metroid 1.
As in, they are all exactly the same. There's not even any color to differentiate them. They're laid out the same. They have the same art style, everything. Okay, now also imagine that you can only have one beam at a time, and if you need a different beam, you have to go back and get it.
I would say that sounds like a tedious nightmare.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Finish Metroid 2. Don't finish. A and 2R and the Samus Returns are both farcical. But yeah.
If only a man would tell me to use the power bombs.
Yeah, so is Lionheart, do you have to beat this Metroid Queen the same way you had to beat the one in original Metroid 2?
Yeah, I remember how to beat this boss.
Okay. If you want someone to tell you, you can mention it, or you can just keep trying.
So I do. I know that Braden has said we shouldn't be giving the people who are like.
Yeah, I think we should stop giving Chud's attention for
Chud's
being
attention.
fake mad.
Yeah.
Fake mad about the new Witcher game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, however,
make you
there's
real mad, so just
there's one thing,
stop.
one thing about this that those people have been constantly saying over and over again, and I feel like the answer is pretty clear. They're like, well, but where's Gerald? It's like,
He's gonna.
dog, he's living the dream, drinking wine from his vineyard and plowing Yennefer. Like, hello, did you not play the last game?
Yeah. Well, listen, it's gonna be like the people who are fucking mad about The Last of Us 2 still because Joel's dead.
You don't think that he's just chugging the wine and going to Bone Town with Yennefer? Like that?
Yeah,
there you
no.
go. There's your
He
man
deserves
dream.
a vacation.
I
And
There's
they
your man
shouldn't
dream.
even kill him off.
Listen. I wanna see Beer Gut Geralt just hanging out in his shack out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Except he has a French villa
So sure, fine.
where he hangs out with Yen and
The thing I didn't like about Samus Returns, Lionheart, is it depended. I felt like its combat depended way too much on the parry system. I found myself having to parry everything
Yes.
to beat things in a reasonable amount of time, and I found that not fun at
I'm
all.
the same. I believe the same thing. Like I absolutely.
Metroid Dread brought it back, but scaled
The
back its
windows are a
usefulness.
lot more forgiving, and then
It
it's
also scaled back its usefulness.
Yes.
So you don't have to do it all the time.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. I 100% agree with
So,
that.
I mean,
don't tell me what to do, cop.
What
I
about
think
that?
this game sort of expected you played Metroid 2.
To a degree,
No one played Metroid 2. It was a Game Boy game.
I mean,
I played Metroid 2.
here's the deal. Metroid games sometimes do story things where you probably will only get it if you've played every single game in the canon. But they usually do enough to where they set those characters and enemies up to where it's like, oh, okay, cool. Now I get what this is. And also, who actually gives a shit about the story?
think a lot of the writing and lore stuff in Metroid Prime 1 is pretty cool.
Sure. He was raised by the Chozo.
But that's not, I mean, Metroid Prime 1 does that, but it also spends a lot of time in like a sort of mysticism thing where the particular branch of the Chozo that we're on Talon for were a sort of like highly religious branch, and they spend a lot of time talking about their mysticism and stuff.
Like to say like you don't understand who this boss is. It's like, who fucking cares? These are all a bunch of combat arenas where you're just fighting a bunch of big scary monsters until they're dead. Like when you look at Metroid games for what they are, it's just kill boss, move on.
I disagree. They're more than that. Like, for me, they were very much, at least as a kid, especially,
they're
they
atmospheric,
were
admittedly, yes.
Atmospheric.
They're very atmospheric.
They are at their best when you're stuck in a place alone.
But beyond the atmosphere, it's like, kill the thing that's in front of you. Do I need to know that this thing is from a planet that the space pirates abducted to kill you because you fucked them over on this spaceship 2 games ago?
I mean, all the stuff that Prime adds in the scanning and the lore and such can be pretty cool. I liked that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you like to read codex entries, Prime's a great game for you.
The thing is, none of them are very long. They're very concise and take like 15 seconds to read.
But yeah, if you like reading codex entries in RPGs, like, the Prime games are maybe for you. I'm not even saying that sarcastically, like, that's true. Like,
you know my position on codexes in video games.
I don't usually read codex entries because they tend to be overwrought. My point is Metroid Primes are not.
I mean, the Prime games are basically immersion sims. So like, yeah, it's like codex entries.
Here's the only thing I would counter with Justin's point is you kind of do just read the codex entries because there's nothing else narratively for you to sink your teeth into, so you do just end up reading those codex entries because they're all you really got.
Sure, but there's no need for a narrative in Metroid.
Yeah, they kind of tried that with 2 and 3. I don't know what you're talking about there. Like, by 3, they really have these characters where it's like, oh my god, you're supposed to be traumatized. That character B died.
Yeah,
Oh no, all of these other bounty hunters that you have these relationships with are dying. Whatever shall you do?
Also, Metroid Prime 2, it does have a character you interact with, barely. Like a handful of times.
Yeah, that ghost Chozo.
No, it's not a ghost. Not Metroid Prime 2. It's their own, like, other not Chozo that tells you the setup of the story, and that's about it. And there's a couple other cutscenes.
Brayden, you're never gonna get this if someone doesn't tell you.
Nope, fuck you.
Like, I know what you need to do, and it's kind of bullshit, so... They're not Chozo in Prime 2, but they're basically Chozo.
They're Nozo. They're no Chozo. They're Bozo. They're Bozo. Please appreciate my
Bonobos?
Bonobos.
They're the monkeys that fuck a lot.
I see. When I think about Bonobo, I think about the fucking the anime about the dystopian psychic teens. In this corner of the world? No. From the New World. Shinsekai Yori. And how one of the ways their horrible dystopian society controls them. Wait, do I have to get on top of that thing and go in the hole where the Metroids come out?
Why don't you give it a shot?
Okay, I have to probably do something with these fucking frozen Metroids.
Never seen someone kill a Metroid Queen in Metroid 2 with like GDQ.
No! You think I'm watching fucking Metroid 2 runs? Alright.
So how's everybody's Saturday going?
I do agree that if you have never finished Metroid 2, this particular trick is going to be a little bit much.
How was everybody's mornings?
It's okay. I played more.
Remy slept in my
Jones
bed.
Mystery Circle.
I've been playing. Great Circle's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good. I haven't gotten out of the Vatican yet, and ZP keeps saying you should get out of the Vatican, but I'm like, I don't know.
The Vatican the hinterlands of Indiana
Yeah, I
Jones?
think it is. The only problem is that you don't have Antonio once you leave the Vatican.
It's slow.
Yeah.
I do think that it leans way more into the stealth part of the stealth action thing.
But I will just say, like, the first level after the Vatican is not necessarily so much better, it's a better showcase of that game's, like, formatting.
Okay, fucking tell me.
You need.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't. You need the Metroid Queen to eat you.
If I remember correctly,
Yeah,
in
that
Metroid
is the
2,
final
you
boss
have-
in 2, yeah.
If in Metroid 2, you have to like shoot her stomach until she opens her mouth, and then
Yeah, you have to
your
shoot a couple of
morphball has to go in
missiles
it.
to cause her to bite you, and then you're a ball in her mouth, and then go into her stomach, and then you just spin in her stomach to cause her to vomit you back out. But
Fuck
yeah.
that.
What do you mean bad?
I think he said fuck that.
Oh, sorry. Now, admittedly, I will say this.
I have to kill these Metroids? Great. How do I kill the fucking Metroids?
Yeah, these things seem invincible right now.
So, admittedly, I think that the first boss in OG Metroid with the actual original Mother Brain that's just constantly spamming a bunch of missiles, that boss sucks.
It's a motherfucker.
Yes,
You-
it sucks.
It sucks in
You are
it
so
sucks
tight,
in
aren't you?
Metroid. It sucks in Zero Mission, and it sucks in Super Metroid.
Super, it's less bad because it's not
Yeah.
using your missiles for anything else.
But, like, the Metroid final boss problem really didn't get good until, like, the GBA games and maybe even Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's the nicest thing you'll
Prime-
hear me say about Prime. Prime
Super's
2's
final
final
fight
boss
is
is a
legendary.
motherfucker, though. 'cause
Super's
fuck that
final
shit.
fight is legendary because it's more of a set piece than anything. It's a really cool set piece, but like once you beat Mother Brain and like the T-Rex Mother Brain pops up, that's not. I wouldn't call it a well-designed boss fight from a gameplay perspective. It's just a really cool moment.
Yeah, they made Prime 2's boss easy in the trilogy collection, but like the original version of that boss, fucking awful.
Yes, it was very hard. Making Prime 2 easier was a good move.
Yeah,
because
sure.
Parts of Prime 2 were actually really difficult.
I've said this before, but they made Prime 2 in like the same time frame as Prime 1, but they also had it put in that stupid multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
And the retro guys basically said that multiplayer mode cost us like valuable tuning, which is why Prime 2 is like that.
Yeah.
Awful.
No, like what I was trying to say is, I generally am not a fan of the people placing Metroid Dread above all the other Metroid games, but Dread's final boss is the best final boss of any of these games.
Okay.
Like, Metroid Dread's final boss is legitimately great.
Samus gets very mad, and then anime happens.
Yeah.
Raven Beak's a motherfucker.
Yeah, like, it's hard, but it's never, like, unfairly hard. It's just, you have to be kind of really good at it.
I'll let
Like,
you guys.
it's been a while. Like,
No,
it's just
I just don't. I've never been a huge Metroid guy, so yeah, I'll just let you guys fight.
the first phase of Ravenbeak, it's kind of unintuitive how you get to like go into wing mode.
Yeah.
But like, but once he's wing mode, it's like okay, it's you and me mano a mano, and then he tears his wings off, and it's like, such a good fight.
This is a lot. I don't remember the Metroid 2 final boss being this hard.
No. Well,
With Metroid 2, they added the secret way to beat it, because if you just make it so you could clear the game if you didn't have enough missiles. Which that was me.
There we go.
Now.
It's just matter.
Will intercept Galactic Federation orbit in approximately 30 seconds. This facility will intercept Galactic Federation orbit in approximately 30 seconds.
oh hey, it's now time for you to worry about this station you're on exploding. Things are gonna.
If only the
explode.
men in my life were here.
God, she sure does lean forward in a way.
Yeah.
Warning. Emergency brakes engaged.
Power of Men gave her the ability to use her hand cannon better, I guess. And now I'm watching a Peloton ad while this happens. Awesome.
Hey, you want to get swole, bro?
And now an MSI motherboard ad.
You have to power bomb it.
But Justin, I'm not authorized to use the power bomb.
Oh, Tomahawk Wi-Fi.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to power bomb it.
I assume I just have to charge while
Push
using
the
bombs.
missile button or something. I don't know.
You just charge the bomb. But no, that's the thing. Oh, Samus uses the power bomb at the end just because she wants to.
IHOP Indiana Jones menu. Sure. Ooh.
At least you don't have to do the entire.
Yeah,
boss
I was
fight
gonna
over
say,
again.
what stage were they gonna drop you on? And mercifully, it's not the very beginning. Get in there. Always a little bit of an element of like body horror with this concept, as well as like the.
There's a log you can find in Prime 1 where the space pirates tried to make a morph ball, and they got one of their guys to test it out, and it describes what happened to him, and it's not very pretty.
All right, now it's time to
chase after Madeline Bergman.
Uh-huh. But which one's Madeline Bergman and which one is MB?
Dun dun dun. Ugh.
Anyway, I beat the boss. I'm the best of video games. Fuck all y'all.
Are you gonna go back and do the actual final boss?
Don't come any closer.
What are you talking about? No, I know what you're talking about.
Real final boss? What are you talking about? I beat
Don't
the game.
come any closer. Stay away from me.
Easy. I won't come any closer until you say so. My name is Samus. I'm an independent bounty hunter. I know the situation
So you have to
here,
100%
and I know
the game
how you must feel.
to get Fantoon?
I'm here to secure your
Wait,
safety.
is Fantoon the final boss of this game?
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Thought you knew this.
No, I didn't. I do think it's
Closer?
good that the final boss is the most notable motherfucker in all of
What's your role at this facility?
Super Metroid.
I'm responsible for all operations.
I wouldn't say the most notable. Just don't use super
My
missiles
name
when
is
fighting him.
Madeline Bergman.
Wait a
Okay,
minute. I
so,
met another woman who called herself Madeline Bergman. What's going on here?
Brayden, what if I told you I wasn't entirely paying attention to your stream and instead watching
What you met was
Maury
Emily.
Callipy's off
She's an
collab
android.
karaoke stream?
She was
Uh-huh.
created
With
the intellectual
Fuwamoko.
And now Fuwamoko's
Woo-hoo.
there, and
Consequently developed
they
Mother Brain's
decided to not have them
consciousness
sing,
as
but
well.
instead to play kazoos.
Yeah.
The Federation's foolish plan. Mother Brain's rampage.
And now they're singing
Everything that
a
happened
certain
here was
song
just as Madeline
related to
or rather
Evangelion
MB
with
had told
Look at her hair
Fuwamoko
clip!
using kazoos.
The hair clip, it's
person
a
who sabotaged
Metroid
the
hair
system
clip,
to
because
stop
that's how you
MB's
know she's
rampage
evil.
and sent out the distress call had to be the person standing before me. It had to be Madeline Bergman.
MB was the artificial intelligence originally developed to regenerate and control.
Okay, yeah.
Because we wanted it to control these special forces through telepathy, we were forced to model its infrastructure after Mother Brain. At that time, MB didn't
All right.
have a human form. Before long, we started to see the viability of creating Metroid clones. Once we did, MB started to take on her current shape.
What? And
But
be like...
why?
but-
Because we needed the first Metroid hatchling to recognize MB as its mother, she had to take on the form of a living thing.
wow, what a good,
With that as our
what
theoretical
good writing.
basis, we were able to create the ideal relationship with the Metroid. One that wasn't based on dominance or control.
I remembered the baby hatching before my
Oh,
eyes.
12.
When it attacked Mother Brain in order to save me, that was the result of the kind of ideal relationship they were trying to develop with MB.
13. Okay, yes.
They found the perfect means of control and started propagating Metroids in Sector
I don't know.
Zero.
I think they
At the
should
same
try
They were
to
conducting
make
genetic
bioweapons that
manipulation experiments to create unfreezable Metroids.
They can control, perhaps.
they can control.
Apparently, the queen I met
See,
earlier
that's the
was
problem with
first
the
of
Umbrella
these propagated
Corporation.
Metroids to mature. They wanted to
I just
preserve
don't
her
think
as
it's
a
like
control
a financially
specimen,
viable
so they had left her
strategy
genes
to have
unaltered.
uncontrollable
The
viruses
fact that
and
she'd grown into a queen was something not
monsters
even
that-
Madeline and her team could have predicted.
murder people.
Only special
What if- yes.
infants had the
What if there was a
genetic
zombie
coding to
elephant?
become queens.
Once our MB was in a human form, she excelled. As an interface between us and them, her skills with personal interaction humanized her to a great extent.
If my theory is correct, this is going to be a groundbreaking multi-system for artificial intelligence.
Her confidence was unwavering, and her ability
I mean, to be
learn
fair,
was
like,
greater
the
than
threat of
we'd
the
expected.
Metroids is always
Then-
presented as the space pirates are
developed
trying to use them as
emotions.
weapons.
Then a nascent
Un-
sense of herself.
But, like,
She began
they
asserting her
never
own thoughts, and
clarified
her
on what that
opinions began
meant.
to contradict
Oh no,
ours.
the AI turned
It's quite
evil.
typical for artificial intelligence to evolve as a result of self-analysis. However, there's no precedent for an AI like MB developing emotions.
Yeah, how many games have used Mother Brain as a villain or antagonist? So it's this series.
Super and OG
Yeah.
plus Zero Mission.
No, I'm not. I'm even talking about like outside of that. So it's like what's that RPG series? Mother Brain in fucking
It was all conjecture.
Phantasy Star, right?
But the idea
Fantasy Star 2.
Yeah, Phantasy Star 2.
There's also Mother Brain and Chrono Trigger.
Yep. AI program.
A human-like existence, but one without feelings.
Apparently, it's also
To
in
make envy less than
Captain
human.
Yin.
The researchers have.
Yeah, but
denied
that version of
consciousness.
Mother Brain
I
is
knew this, but
yeah.
in my heart, I felt
Let's not
sympathy for
talk
MB.
about it.
Also, there's that giant thing in Doom Eternal that's very obviously just a Mother Brain
On the day
fight.
we were going to alter
Mhm.
MB's program. Right before my eyes. I watched her being restrained. Stop! What are you doing to her? These orders are from above. Take her away. Wait!
There's a very memorable
reached out to
cameo in
me
Super
and
Mario
asked me for help.
RPG.
But there was nothing I could do.
Well, it's like motherhood is like a theme, man.
My presence that day caused a disturbing reaction in her.
We've been over the fact that the ship's shaped like a baby bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottle ship. Yeah.
It's like, whoa, themes.
And then
Madeline
the
had
distress
taken to
signal was called a
calling
baby's
MB
cry.
Melissa. She took the initials
And the fact that
MB
other M is just
and
mother
told
with the
AI
M.
Okay,
the S.
I have
It looks great on
I
MB
have
liked that
something
name.
that I need to
It made it
share.
sound like Madeline was
That is
calling
not
her daughter.
gamers being piss babies. It's developers being piss babies.
What happened?
What if I told you that the Black Myth Wukong devs,
Oh yeah, they're pissed off at Sid Vinky.
they're pissed off at the Game Awards because they didn't win
The facility
Game of
vowed to
the
complete
Year,
chaos
despite winning Best Action Game and
Player's
and
choice.
suffered
Player's
widespread
choice.
damage.
That strikes me as the I just think they might have had money on them winning.
MB was trying to get revenge on the Federation.
Because I'll just say, Vegas had Wukong as the favorite right after it won the golden joystick.
Yeah.
With the space pirates under her
I
control,
love our
she was able
betting
to propagate
hellscape.
the Metroids in Sector 0.
This stream is sponsored by
Anyway,
Draft Pick.
it's in the
She
voice
was
to
well
text if
armed
you
and
want to
planning
read
her attack on the
the
Galactic
translated
Federation.
parts.
But Adam and I crushed her plan
I heard about it
completely.
earlier.
Just fucking piss
And
babies.
now,
Okay,
you could
well,
guess
what if
where
I
she
told
was
you
and where
right
she
now,
planned next.
Bibu is now on
She's
this
backed into a
off-stream
corner.
freestyle karaoke
And her
collab, and
hatred
now
is
they're gonna
highly
do
focused on you and
Sono
me
Chino
right now.
Sadame
Yep.
with Mori, while again
MB.
Fuamoko play kazoos.
Ah.
She's got a gun.
She's got a gun.
Calm down.
Hey, she's got a gun.
Please
Move to the
listen.
right.
Madeline, step back.
MB got a gun.
I mean, we were wrong. It's all over.
Madeline!
I was
I'm
not
really
wrong.
sad that it's all over, and I regret
The
all the
humans
war
were
crimes I
foolish,
committed
and I
for
was forced to
scientific
bring
research.
judgment on them.
The humans were foolish.
And yet, because of you, I failed. You must understand the weight of your crime.
No.
You must pay the price for what you've done.
Please, MB. We have to get past this.
No. You will all be judged.
It's okay now.
This is. I hate
I won't ever
this.
fail you again.
I hate this.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Melissa. Oh, Melissa, it looks great on you. That's your name.
Oh no! She's
Is she
going
gonna-
Super Saiyajin.
She don't need no battle armor when she goes Super Saiyajin. Okay.
Oh my god, it's the feds!
Break her. Break her up.
Why are you pointing the guns at them?
Because they're trying to erase all the evidence.
They're the governments.
The government was evil all along.
Well, why don't you just...
Why is this like this?
Are you understanding now why this franchise was on ice for 11 years?
Yeah, why is this like this? I need no gun.
I have no gun and I must scream.
I have the power of
Super Saiyan.
You're right.
Yeah,
Metroid
you're forgetting
Prime
Metroid
Force was
Federation Force. What if we wanted to do Metroid but soccer? Or rocket? Yeah. Transform. She transformed.
No, she summoned the monster.
Summoned the bugs.
And
she's like Aquaman, but anime.
This was a choice.
You know, considering Team Ninja made this, it's kind of surprising she doesn't turn into a monster.
Yeah, she doesn't turn into a weird kitty monster.
I mean, that would have actually been up here.
Yeah, but also that would have been extremely Team Ninja and or Capcom. Still think about the boss in Resident Evil 6.
Yeah?
Where it's lady sister. It's just like, she's a kitty monster.
Madeline, stay close to me!
This is awful.
Those monsters do look kind of Ninja Guy to me.
Yeah. Power missiles, motherfucker.
You're overthinking it.
Oh, I know what to fucking do.
But Brayden, I think your buddies are gonna dead.
Please don't kill my evil AI robot daughter.
What?
I'm gonna do stupid oh, she's like... Oh, she
and then she's
herself.
a Wardos?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh shit, she matrixed those bullets. Oh wait, no.
The implication was that she got hit.
Yeah.
She got
I
got.
think she's dead.
And now all
No.
the beasts are
Upset and blown up.
no, they're going dormant.
Because they don't have a mother.
If only mothers.
What if
only
mother?
women would stop being bounty hunters and start being mothers.
Oh, hey. It's a dude. Oh god. Bow before
It's
the
evil
greatest
military
villain.
commander.
But also, man is here. Therefore, man overpowers all.
Oh!
Wait, don't move. I am powerless to resist the power of man.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah, this is bad. I forgot how bad this was. Do you think they deliberately made this guy look like Patton?
I mean, he just looks like evil general.
I mean, I will say this, evil general in Japanese media usually shockingly either resembles Patton or MacArthur. Actually, now that I look at it, if you gave this guy a wooden stock hype he would actually be MacArthur.
Madeline!
Wait, Aaron.
Okay. Woman.
Unfortunate what happened to
Yeah,
Carter
woman is
Belfry.
sad even though this lady
And to
tried
think
to
that his
fucking
entire
kill
unit was
us.
Annihilated. Truly a tragic day. Would you agree, Aaron? Sadly, with them gone,
Also, the very
you're
next
just
thing
an outsider.
she does is collaborate with
And
the
given
Federation
your
again
unofficial status, I cannot allow you
at the start of
contact
Fusion.
with this. With your predilection for transporting illegal cargo like infant
God,
Metroids,
now I'm just like all of this,
I
like,
must ask that you restrict your...
This just keeps going.
yeah, it
I'm
sure does,
ready to
Braden.
go home.
It sure
One
does.
escorter.
Lady.
Fusion also ends with Samus on the Federation's shit list, and they just completely drop that for Dread.
What? Stop right there. Who are you?
Anthony Hicks, sir. Galactic Federation Platoon 7.
Even worse.
I need to secure the safety of any survivors. Commander Malkovich's orders and the purpose of this mission.
What?
Authorized by the chairman of the Galactic Federation.
It's
What do you mean that
Do you know what I'm
chairman?
remembering? I'm remembering like the Narissa clip of like, don't you love it when a woman just womans everywhere and you're like, oh, woman.
I love
woman.
Narissa. She loves women. We did it. We beat the game.
Oh, you gotta go fight Fancy? I'm just kidding.
Crazy. Crazy how something good
Woman.
come out of something bad.
Is the Phantoon fight any good?
Guess I ought to be quiet.
Yeah.
Anthony was trying to be courteous to Madeline. She was exhausted
Don't.
and had
I'm
only
being
just
told.
fallen
Don't
asleep.
Dino Crisis 3 this.
She needed the rest. She had a lot of explaining to do once she got to Galactic Federation headquarters. For herself.
Okay, I'm looking at footage of this Phantoon fight, and I think you should probably do it.
Okay.
Or not, I don't know, it's up to you,
No.
but I think
No.
visually it looks kind of amazing.
It's like
Listen,
it's
I've
like
already
2 to
gone
3
this far.
hours.
Anthony sighed as he muttered
Just
to
like
himself.
commit, get all the items, commit.
Wait, do I have to get 100% to fight Phantoon?
What would have
No.
happened if we hadn't been called?
Okay, where do I need to go?
You'll know.
Might the
Okay.
furious MB have attacked the Galactic Federation and brought about its utter destruction? Melissa wasn't insane, no. One day, a consciousness simply bloomed
Uh-huh.
within her,
Oh.
and those that caused it to bloom, the humans, called it insanity.
Whoa.
I was the insane one.
Uh-huh.
That was what Madeline muttered softly as she sank into
I was
sleep.
the insane one.
Yeah, the women.
The
Women
selfish
be
conceits
crazy.
of humans drove MB to violence.
You ever think
It was
that
their
maybe
distorted
humans are the real
perceptions and
monsters?
greed that awoke such fury in the fledgling girl's heart.
Ah.
Her thought was to punish the foolish and conceited.
A fledgling girl's
MB
heart.
could not complete her mission.
As a listen.
As Melissa, she was.
That's how we're gonna fucking phrase that, huh?
Let me tell you, as a fledgling girl,
With
my
their
heart
one
is always
vulnerability overcome, the Metroids were indestructible.
vulnerable.
If some fool just following orders had taken the savage creatures to those who sought them. I can't imagine what would have happened if Adam hadn't recognized the looming danger. But the cost was
Yeah,
far
to add
too
insult
great.
to injury, this game ends on a sequel tease.
Why did
Sure.
Adam
Oh,
word?
have to pay with his life?
Yeah, the sequel that was already out.
For me,
Why did Adam
shouldn't
have to pay his
believe he was
life?
dead.
We are mourning the loss
for
of
the
a
first
man.
time, I questioned his choice.
Makes you
I
think.
questioned his choice.
I did.
Stardust made his face in the background.
The Stardust. Adam was the Stardust all along.
No objections.
This game's trash, man.
I heard Adam's voice in my head. And I knew in my heart that he had made the right decision. Just as he had so many years ago. In that moment, I swore not to grieve his death. And for the first time,
Don't grieve his
I
death.
gave him a thumbs up.
He would want you to be
See,
strong.
I like this
He was
look.
watching over me.
Like Samus in casual clothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not the worst. It's a good look.
Haha.
Like,
His
give me
amused
the visual
expression looked as though
novel.
he wanted to
The
say
Metroid
something.
visual novel.
His face and Adam's swirled together.
Like, it is cool to see what, like, a normal civilization
That
part of
last
Metroid
smile
looks
as
like.
Adam drifted away.
And also, they don't look super weird. It's just, here is a perfectly
But
reasonable
once again,
outfit.
Samus is 6'2". She should be at his level.
Yeah. That's
How tall is this guy? 7 foot? What the fuck?
I mean, he's like some super marine.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I
don't know. Yeah, is he a
Space
space?
player.
Yeah, a space NBA player. You know what? Not too far off.
Anyway, the fact that this game is bad meant that we got Metroid Dread, so...
Here's the thing. I don't think this game's bad. I just think...
Is that supposed to be NY? Is that
Who knows?
Earth exists in the Metroid universe?
Planet Zebus.
Oh god, are you gonna pull a Joku and you start going on this rant called saying that it has ideas? Because I swear to God, Brayden, if you
No,
start doing
I
that
think
here,
this game plays well.
But does it have ideas?
It does! Fuck you!
It has gameplay ideas and executes on them. It has
You
story
can't
ideas and does
give
not execute on
Joku
them.
any shit anymore for saying that.
No! Why do you
This
think he and I are friends?
Okay.
It's because we're dumb motherfuckers who get excited when a game is conceptually interesting and also falls flat on its face.
I mean, I would disagree that this game does not execute on the story front, and that's the problem.
Okay. Okay.
I can see.
They made the game they wanted to make. Or Sakamoto made the game he wanted to make.
They sure did. Make a video game.
Maybe if Gunpei Yokoi was
Still alive.
like,
Gunpei Yokoi.
hey Sakamoto, I need to tell you, you're gonna have to change everything.
The ghost of Gunpei Yokoi. Coming
Yeah,
back.
like people.
Hold it.
I'm gonna
Blumhouse.
Mm.
Call me. Horror movie where the ghost of Gunpei Yokoi possesses the Virtual Boy and terrorizes Nintendo headquarters.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I think one of the more bigger black marks against, like, Miyamoto is the fact that he stood by Nintendo proper and refused to go to Gunpei Yokoi's funeral.
Yep. Yeah, that sure is rotten. I think I think some of that is just like weird fucked up Japanese culture shit.
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
corporate loyalty bullshit. But
Yeah, I know. It's not great.
That man basically made Nintendo. Like, more, like, even as much as...
The technical side of things,
yeah, the technical
especially.
side of Nintendo. Like, the Game Boy is a brilliant piece of hardware.
And when you consider the fact that Nintendo, especially post SNES, like, was losing so much ground on the console front, and their handhelds basically were the only slice of gaming that they were still incredibly dominant in.
Yeah, no.
While Sony basically just stabbed them in the fucking gut, in Europe especially.
Yeah.
Awful. Like,
Genuinely.
legitimately awful. Like, you could say, for example, like the Kaga beef, part of that is on Kaga because he went full nuclear.
That man was working on games for his new company.
And then took Nintendo's money and put that
while
into
he was
his
still
fucking...
at Nintendo.
Yeah. Like, some of that's on Kaga, like Gunpei Yokoi absolutely did not deserve to be forced to take the bow for the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of cool to see, like, Sorry. Just got a text message.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not a big Metroidvania guy, so I don't know. Unlike many indie Metroidvanias, I beat this game. And I'll beat
but
it
anyways,
for real.
it was kind of cool to see at the Game Awards for, like, Ken Kutaragi to get his props, even though the end of his career was definitely not great. But, like, yo, I mean, guy made the case of, like, okay, Nintendo fucked us over, let's do it. Let's do this on our own. This is a fucking war. Let's go. But yeah, you can't fault Team Ninja for not trying.
They went for it.
They sure did. And look, I'm not here to tell you that I think it's especially great, but, you know, what am I going to do? Tell you that it's bad?
I think on a gameplay side of things, I think this game has genuine merit.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, combining a Team Ninja action game with a...
Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the bottle ship. A mission that will most likely be carried out in the next day or two. I'm heading toward the bottle ship now. I'm going to rescue
yeah, I'm
something that was
also
left
getting
there.
the same Borderlands 4 ad
Something
that
can't be
Lionheart got.
replaced.
What does it feel like knowing that you're providing a platform for Borderlands 4?
I have no regrets. Oh, look, now I can use power bombs. But yeah, I don't regret playing this game.
You shouldn't. You saw it to the end.
I think this game's decent.
Outside of the story.
Outside of the part where the cutscenes happen, and I cannot skip them, and they are so wretchedly stupid. But, you know, outside of that...
Entertainingly stupid?
Look, a certain person is not here, so I'll say this. I actually do side with the overall sentiment that this is a character assassination of Samus Aran as a character, and that part is the most uncomfortable part of the game, and it spoils pretty much everything else.
Hi, Remy.
So I'll just say it there, okay?
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Like, you can say that the game is mechanically kind of interesting in the way that it blends the 2.5D, like almost like a Klonoa-esque action platformer thing. But everything they do to add depth to Samus as a character is either distressing, smacks of sexism, or is just outright bad. Completely unnecessary. and kind of just spoils the game. Just outright spoils it.
I don't disagree. Oh. Yeah, I mean... I think that's a fair... complaint to have. I think... I feel like I have to apologize to a different individual. Because it's like, actually, this game's okay. But God, the story, Jesus Christ. Why? Oh, the bathrooms. Yeah, but, you know, I've still never beaten Super Metroid, but I've beaten this.
It's short. You could probably do it.
Oh, I probably can.
It depends on, like, it's not very long, but it also doesn't tell you where to go at all. Every future Metroid game gave you at least a little bit of a hint.
I mean, yeah.
You've probably watched enough GDQ to...
I've watched enough GDQs to probably accidentally stumble my way through.
But yeah, I also think that game is better on subsequent runs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying beat it more than once if you don't want to.
But one of the reasons why it's such a good speed game is because it...
When you realize how well that world interconnects, it
yes, absolutely
really clicks.
It's
in
the
an
Dark
amazing
Souls
way.
1 of Metroidvanias.
Yes, there's so many different ways into and out of every area.
Because, yeah, listen, I love me some Symphony of the Night, but I'm not going to pretend that the back half of that game is not a mess.
It's overbloated.
It exists because...
Lionheart, did you beat Blasphemous 2?
I think Blasphemous 2 seems like it might be better. Because that first game, I played for a couple hours and was, like, actively not into it. So what have we learned today?
I feel pretty good about where I genuinely stand with this game.
Yeah,
and I don't feel like I need to apologize for any of it.
You don't?
No.
And whatever.
Oh,
there are people who don't have problems with the story, and I don't have a problem with that. But
no. You know what? I would even just push back ever so slightly. If you think that what is done with a female character like this can somehow easily be like hand waved away by saying, "But if it's how would you feel if it was a male?" I think that's like just completely indicative of how this conversation is just wretched in this hobby in general. I don't know. I think that this sucks.
So you're saying we need to get on the anti-woke grift and be like, remember when Metroid was good? And then be like,
dude, I have to deal with that shit too often to tell you. Like, it's like maybe intended or unintended. Like, this sucks.
Yep. Take that, discourse. I'm gonna shoot you in the face with a super missile.
So could you review real quick? Because I actually didn't do the Fontoon boss when I played this originally.
Fantoon is the ghost alien thing in Super
No,
Metroid.
no, no. In this game specifically, I've fought me a Fantoon before. Have your students ever told you you're too woke? No, actually, because most of my students are minorities. I teach in an inner city school.
That's right. And some of them are literal refugees.
Yeah, like I have an entire class where I teach nothing but refugees.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard? Minorities are conservative now.
But not. But I do not have the mental wherewithal to have a genuine discussion on the results of the 2024 election.
Hey man, I have
want
to
to talk about it.
After winter break, I literally my first day of work back after winter break is gonna be January 6th, and I don't know what the fuck I want to do. As a history teacher, I don't know what the goddamn fuck I want.
It's fine. You're in the People's Republic of California.
Not to get real here, but like, fuck, dude. I don't know. Anyways, so on a lighter note, I'm watching this stream.
Yes.
Fuamoka playing kazoos.
Yeah.
It's great.
Bow bow.
Man.
Do you have to kill one of those things at every... I guess so.
Yeah, I guess these things are the power bomb doors.
That's slightly annoying and also kind of funny. Have you ever beat the boss of Meridia legitimately, or do you always use the grapple hook trick? Anybody who's played Super Metroid.
It's been so long that I don't remember what the grapple hook trick is.
So, I forget that boss's name, but there's 4 turrets on every side. There's 4 turrets on each side of the boss arena. If you destroy the turrets and then you let the boss grab you, you can shoot a grapple hook at the sparking leftovers of the turret, and it'll just drain the boss's health. Dragon, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only way I've ever beaten him. I wonder if he's healing when he does that.
Yeah. I think I have to use the power bomb when it does that.
Also, this thing seems kind of difficult.
But I beat one before. Okay, I see. Now I can go over here. So that was entirely optional. Okay, that's a cool place to hide an energy tank. Let's get this finished. Oh, I see. I have to go around. Because this door is locked.
Oh.
I also do think this game is like pretty technically impressive for a Wii game.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
it's you know, it's no Xenoblade Chronicles.
Right. Right.
Which I feel like is probably the high watermark of like, look what people were able to do with the Wii with enough time.
Xenoblade's all art direction though. Like technically speaking, it's kind of a mess.
There's some really wide open. There's some really wide open areas in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Like, it's not. Yes, it might be buggy, but there's definitely some technical wizardry happening there to get that game.
Like, there's a reason why Monolith Soft is now Nintendo's point team for their open world stuff. Also, I guess Nintendo fully owns them now, as opposed to having a majority stake. Please look forward to our Xenosaga 2 podcast. I have to go back to that game and start playing it again.
Xenosaga 2 is a bummer.
Yeah, it is.
Sure is, dude.
Sure,
everyone warned us, and they were not lying.
They made it normal anime. It's not deranged.
Based on the voice actor.
Also, they changed Cosmos' voice actress, and they made her just sound like an anime character, and there's a reason why they brought back the one who sounds more like a robot in Xenoblade 3, or Xenosaga 3. There's a reason why they brought back her original voice actress in 3. And also, you know.
I actually really hate what they did with her fucking character model in the second game.
Cosmos or Xion?
No, Xion. And you know what? Cosmos too. Fuck that.
I just...
Did they sexualize it even more, or I don't know. What'd they do to it?
It's all bad. All the
one
characters.
One of the fun things about Xenosaga 1 is that Cosmos is just a brick.
Mm-hmm.
She's just... Xion, we gotta kill these motherfuckers.
It's like...
And Xion's like, Cosmos, you can't do that. She's like, Xion.
So Cosmos is just a Terminator?
A little bit. But yeah. They got rid of, like, it doesn't have the audacity anymore. Is how I would phrase it.
Well, that's why we need to play the third game, because the way that game ends, huh?
Oh, buddy.
I don't know.
Nope. We're not talking about it.
Don't worry.
Nope.
We'll get there.
Nope.
Probably next year. I'm probably gonna just
have them be both of your yearly picks.
Well. Yeah.
That's kind of how things work for our podcast. You get one pick, I get one pick, and then
we
whoever
basically get 2 picks a year, and then we're giving Borgmaster a pick. And
God, I wonder what would actually no. Borg is gonna pick that Saturn weird RPG game
or
that he
Kodelka.
ended up falling. Or actually, you know what?
I mean, Duncan's already playing Kodelka.
Yeah,
I hate playing
that game seems alright.
Yeah, no, yeah, that game's cool.
This elevator is bound for the main sector.
Xenosaga 3 is better. They do right the ship.
Yeah, I just that is my overwhelming feeling with
we got breaking news, Braden. The 2 doggos beat Iron Mouse for VTuber of the Year.
Oh. For the Twitch VTuber Awards? Are they reacting live on stream?
No. The Fuomoko have defeated the Iron Mouse.
I mean, listen, those 2 are fucking insane. I mean that endearingly. But, like, they have been... So, those 2 have been trying to do the idol thing for, like, the last 10 years. And it has finally worked out for them. But they are, like, crazy workaholics. And also, they love, they're very sad that the
Donut place closed.
Shibuya, or was it Shibuya or Shinjuku? Mr. Donut is gone.
Mr. Donut.
Yeah. Because Japan is abbreviated as Misado. Misadona. Yeah, no, hey, they're great.
But also, like, Fuwamoka, like, the VTuber Awards skews very heavily towards the let's say, the Twitch community. And so, HoloLive coming out on top against the Twitch-only VTubers is genuinely impressive and speaks to, like, how universal and ubiquitous they are.
She's a goddamn champion.
Yeah.
I find her a little bit much.
Yeah.
But what she has managed to accomplish despite her illness.
Yeah.
And like, hey, guess what? It turns out having a lot of money means you can afford decent healthcare in the United States.
Is she getting better?
She can
maybe.
She can stand. She can.
Apparently,
she has been able to get out of bed.
That's good.
But anyways, yes, this is the same event that is being hosted by Shy Lily and Fillion, two of the most VTubers imaginable.
Ask me how I feel about those two.
I mean, Fillion knows her clientele, which is I'm a VTuber that deliberately caters to the 4chan group, and I'm
not
the
a
most
fan.
I'm the most followed person in this entire fucking community. So whatever, you won.
Yep. No, I don't care for her. I don't need someone who caters to edgelord babies.
He doesn't necessarily fully cater to the edgelord babies.
Yeah, but she's
doing those
trying
weird
to
takes.
push the envelope in that way.
A lot of the indies usually do because that's what the meta favors. So to what degree do I actually hold that against her? Is like, this is what the system wants. And then to be honest, it's like the physical things that she does on stream are like actually like, oh, you actually did a handstand and almost broke your fucking neck.
Yeah.
There was a part where she ate a cricket lollipop despite having a shellfish allergy, and then her stream had to tell her, you shouldn't do this, you're going to fucking die. And then she broke out in hives while streaming and then had to cut the stream prematurely.
Yeah, that sounds like something she'd do. I would recommend not doing that, personally. And see, now, not a fan. And I've been catching a little bit of Doobie here and there, and I'm happy she's still basically doing what she was already doing, but just like more live 3D shenanigans.
Yeah.
Having her little brother on stream so he can yell about Fortnite.
And how much he doesn't like Marvel Rivals because it's not Fortnite.
Yeah, it's good.
Brayden, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get to the door.
Right.
That makes me go down.
No, but like, what are you trying to do here?
There's a door over here.
Okay.
But I don't know how to get to it. Because this elevator is not opening.
Kat, do you know the solution?
I guess look up a guide.
Like, again, I didn't do this.
Also, I just want to say for the record, I beat Dino Crisis 3 as the ending. You saw the ending on my stream. And, I think it's a bit of a...
Bit of a mess.
Slander. to say otherwise. Okay, is there a fucking grapple beam point here? Or am I supposed to...
Lionheart?
He's still in the chat.
You there?
He hasn't responded in a while, so
Send your game facts. Let's go. Listen, Lionheart went to a Chuck E. Cheese today. And it makes me very happy to know that there are Chuck E. Cheeses in Central America. That's all.
Those bitch slices of pizza. I know the pain.
Those slices of pizza are the funniest. Okay.
I'll tell you what. I had a class win the pizza party for winning Spirit Week, and I realized, these pizzas that the school bought, there aren't enough slices. Well, this is a fucking disaster. And frantically had to do the teacher thing, which is cutting the big slices into smaller slices and hoping that the kids would not notice. They noticed.
They always do.
They always do. I noticed as a kid.
Okay, do I just need to go through Sector 2 now? Is that the actual thing? Like, because all the elevators are off, I just have to... I think that might actually be the play here. Is I need to go through Sector 2 and do the elevator there.
This elevator is bound for Sector 2.
No, that's not what the compass says.
This elevator is bound for the main sector.
Yeah.
Alright, yep, we have to go to Sector 1 now. I said fuck it, and now
This elevator is bound for Sector
I'm just staring
1.
at this walkthrough.
Man. Oh, this seems like a pain in the ass.
I'm staring at this.
Do you want me to look up a walkthrough?
Yep, I'm looking.
This elevator is bound for a main
Yeah, because this walkthrough is just trying to give me 100% item completion. I think I know what I need to do. I have to shine spark up.
Oh, okay.
Or not. Oh. Do I just need to power bomb a door? I'm a dummy. I love the screw attack.
It's very good. There's a reason why it's always treated as the, okay, this is the end of the game, go beat the final boss power up.
Alright, while we're talking Metroidvanias, what is the best indie Metroidvania of the last 10 years?
Oh, fuck off, dude. Like, there's so many.
Is it Hollow Knight?
No, it's not.
Time Spinner?
I like Time Spinner a lot. It's probably not the best.
Is it?
It's Bloodstained. It's Bloodstained.
Oh.
Of course it's fucking Bloodstained. Why didn't I think of that? I didn't immediately think of that because Bloodstained is not a pixel art game, but
it's
fucking come
Bloodstained.
on. Bloodstained.
I don't know. There. So wait, what was? No, wait. What was the? How were you defining like how far back can we go?
10 years. So since 2014.
Okay, so Axiom Verge would still
So no
count.
Val the Story Abyssal Saga.
Axiom Verge is not part of this conversation, regardless of its eligibility.
Okay.
It's not that good.
Okay.
It's cool visually.
Dead Cells, maybe.
Axiom Verge is really cool.
Dead Cells is not a Metroidvania.
No. Hollow Knight is too boring to count. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I know people love Hollow Knight. I have never.
The Silk Song people are going to murder you, Justin.
I don't care.
The Silk Song people are like the Bloodborne people, but even more crazy.
They're too busy trying to suppress thoughts of murdering
Shadow Complex Remastered.
No.
Honestly, I mean, with Bloodstained, I played it, and it felt like the game they would have made as a 3DS launch title in 2011. And
complimentary.
Not really.
Yeah. I recently replayed a bunch of that game, and I will still hold that that's easily the best Castlevania game. And this is coming from someone who does love the DS Castlevanias, and I enjoy Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
Like, Bloodstained is one of the few games where as soon as I finished it, I turned around and played through it again. Like, immediately.
This is the part where I say that like the indie Metroidvania template's kind of bad.
Specifically, what do you mean?
Like they're all the same, and they all like just miss the point. Where it's like I've said it's like Super Metro. It's like a super. I've posted this tweet before.
I'm just trying to create discussion, okay?
No, that's good. We've kind of discussion has gone away. Let's discuss this boss.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is gonna be any good. I think it looks awesome though.
I think it's great that they made him a big boy.
A very big boy.
This guy's account not. Oh. Okay, I guess this guy's account doesn't exist anymore because Twitter. But like, yeah, I've posted this tweet before. It's like, Metroidvania is a terrible template for games. Super Metroid succeeded because the experience evolved as you played it, i.e. the derelict spaceship. Too few understand this, instead of selling a limited, tedious experience padded by level grinding and high ledges.
Yeah. Like, there are absolutely a ton of developers out there who try to do this format and fail because they don't understand how it works. That doesn't mean it's a bad template. It just means a bunch of people wield it incorrectly.
And all the indie Metroidvanias they're making right now all really want to be Dark Souls.
That's a problem.
Where they all have extra class. overtune the bosses.
Yeah. Like,
You ever think about how they made a sequel to Salt and Sanctuary and no one gave a fuck because it was Epic exclusive money had it?
How many people actually gave a fuck about Salt and Sanctuary? It was cool for like 5 minutes.
I mean, I think Salt and Sanctuary is, like, oh, it's neat, you tried to do that. It's adorable. Anyway.
I'll also admit that, like, while I do really like Super Metroid and the Castlevanias, I never dived all that deep into the Metroidvania genre.
Okay, well, let me tell you about the story of Abyssal Saga, endorsed by the Grindfather himself, Billy Rother. The child capper, Billy Rother.
I will say, it's not the best indie Metroidvania, but it is the most indie Metroidvania after Image came out last year.
I think the young people should be forced to play Chasm. There was a point where every indie game was a fucking 2D Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now every game is a 2D Souls-like Metroidvania or a deck builder.
I disagree entirely. There was a point where every indie game was a fucking roguelite. And that was a problem for me, because to not like fucking roguelites.
Embrace impermanence. Embrace the meaningless of your existence and the lack of progress you're capable of making.
I like to keep my progress. Thank you very much. But yeah, there are a lot of indie 2D Metroidvanias out there that are not good.
I think people
that are very good.
Because Chasm is the one that said, hey, you know what makes these games work is, like, you know, handcrafted level design. What if we got rid of that and instead
isn't that what Rogue Legacy did?
I mean, I don't like Rogue Legacy.
I mean, I don't either. And not just because it's a roguelite. It doesn't feel good to play.
No, I don't like Rogue Legacy. God damn it, Samus. No, I don't. I think Rogue Legacy just had the benefit of being the first one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think that game's actually, like, I don't think that game moves well.
How does everyone feel about 40 games?
I think, those games are, like, more Meat Boy than anything, right?
No. Ori 1, to me, is, like, the wrong level of indie Wii.
Well,
okay, fair enough. I remember enjoying Ori 1 when I played it, but I never finished Will of the Wisps.
Like, I mean, well, yeah, Will of the Wisps I haven't played Will of the Wisp, but I have to understand they just made Hollow Knight.
All indie Metroidvanias are going to be Hollow Knight for the next 10 years. I'm sorry.
That's bad.
Until 2028.
But
I don't actually hate Hollow Knight. I just think the praise for it feels very overblown.
It's okay. Take that, nerd.
Look at you. You're a real speedrunner
definitely
now.
visually cool.
Yeah. I did it.
You did it?
I beat Fantoon.
Okay.
Now you just need to beat Dragon. No, Dragon is not in this game.
Good. Are they gonna do a countdown where you have to escape the ship in a certain amount of time?
Probably.
So how's it feel to basically do everything there is to be done of value in the other M? Ray done.
Indifferent.
Is this the last game for a dubious character for the Gauntlet?
So, I mean, there are...
You said the bouncer is not character action,
The
right?
bouncer is not character action because it doesn't do enough.
That's not. So, would guys qualify?
No, because Urguys is a fighting game.
Yes. Can't even joke about that.
The fact that you went all the way back for this, that you went all the way up here for this is kind of funny.
God bless the ring.
So what left for character action do you really want to play?
So as far as what is left, I mean, there's still part of me that's like, well, I have this PS3 copy of, Yaiba, but that might be charity tier at this point.
Yeah, also...
No, I did not.
because it kept technically crashing on him.
Because
where he
the
had to
PC
call it.
version of that game crashes whenever a cutscene happens, randomly.
You know what?
Are you gonna stream?
Yeah, you know what? I'll play more of this fucking bullshit yeast trace job game because apparently someone reached out to me and said the worst part is yet to... Or I was very close to the worst part.
Don't worry. Galactic Federation CO, who's here now, will help.
You know what? Fuck it. Fine. I'll do it. We'll play more of... God. God.
Yeah, you gotta play an adventure game, probably.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Sorry.
We'll play more Makai Hakkenden Shada.
You don't need to play more of that. We already recorded the podcast.
Someone said that there's a bad part. that I
It's
need
all a bad part!
I need to check out. Alright. Well, fuck.
You don't. Oh, look,
I'm gonna
now
do
I'm...
it.
Now I'm Zero Suit Samus!
5 minutes until detonation.
Because I really didn't set anything up. I thought that this was actually going to take you 3-4 hours.
I mean, I can play, you know, Unicorn Overlord or, you know,
All right,
games that I want to play, Stalker.
Let's
I was gonna make dinner
PC Engine.
How's Stalker 2 going, by the way? Is it still
I think that
buggy
game's
as hell?
great. That game is fantastic. It's exactly what I want it to be.
I'm kind of with Braden. I wouldn't put it on... I'm not going to put it on my GOTY list just because I think that it's uneven in terms of its pacing, but yeah, it's fine.
I think it's...
Why would she not just turn the fucking suit back on?
Because she has to hold this helmet. I don't know.
She can hold it with a...
Because... As Chris Zombie Pyrodactyl once said, you gotta see her titty.
Barely see him though.
Yeah.
4 minutes.
What do you think, Remy? Remy is indifferent.
Evacuate the facility
Okay.
immediately.
I'm going
She is a dog.
to do this, I guess. Also, we have people who've played Ys here. I recorded that last one.
Yeah.
Last stream without any Ys experts. So.
All right, I'm gonna once I'm done with this, I'm gonna make dinner and then.
We're at level 2. Alright, actually, we beat the first boss.
Can you charge it?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, that's right. This bullshit.
She's got the stun thing.
This was a mistake.
Okay, you don't need to play it. We already did the podcast. You know that, right?
Okay, so I'm doing a puzzle.
3 minutes until detonation. Please evacuate the facility immediately.
Oh, shit. Give me a minute.
Nope. Fuck. You know what's great is having the screw attack and getting used to being able to just jump forever.
Yeah.
And then...
This fucking video game, huh?
It's called an abilities.
Yeah, they take it all away from you right at the very end.
Oh, I forgot about this shit. Huh?
I thought you said you never got to the Phantom part. Are you talking about the game you're trying to play?
Yeah, my thing.
Yeah, he's the part where the opening part of that video game is literally just a one-to-one copy pasta of Ys 1 is one of the more shameless things I've seen.
Hey, what game is this?
It's the game that Chris brought for Solstice. It's called, what is it?
Makai Haken Den Shada.
Yeah.
So it's just, is it just like Ys 1, the serial numbers follow?
Yes.
But like
That's
literally
exactly
one-to-one stealing
art assets,
geography,
and then also
even some art assets.
I mean, this is the bump system. Just straight up, the bump system.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, Adam. Let's go home.
So this is where I left off. I don't know how to solve this puzzle. We reset the puzzle by like walking out of this area. I wonder if I can. Ah, no, I can't. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck me. Oh,
48%. Woo.
Well done.
Okay, so I forget. Are we?
If you beat
at
the game
level?
with everything, you unlock a hard mode.
Oh, good. No, thank you. I'm good, thank you. I beat the video game.
Congratulations, you have now finished all of Metroid Other M.
And now I can finally that's,
Bro, fuck,
hey,
fuck.
It's another game that
God damn it.
You know what?
that we've managed to clear as far as the bad retro purchases are concerned.
What's next for you?
Fuck.
Alright.
Let's say there's one more. And let me just double check what my list is.
Just gonna chill here while he thinks about his listicles.
Yeah, I'm, let's see. Pulling up my Google Docs.
Um...
I could not get Ninja Blade to work. So we're not doing that one. Oh,
shit. Shit. Get over here, you fucking tiger. Piece of crap.
I will give the people...
God damn it. Hit me.
I will give the people choices.
Okay.
Poll is up. What do you think, Remy? Hey, come here. Come here. Yes. What do you think they should vote for? What do you think they should vote for, Remy?
Get up top. Fuckers. Oh, fuck. They spawned right on top of me. Great. Always cool when games do that.
I'm glad that everyone seems to have left watching this stream. Because...
Oh, fuck you!
It got too boring. And I respect that.
Sorry. I was trying to think of interesting things to talk about, but I'm not the best person for that.
No one's voting, so that means my vote wins.
Oh.
Motherfuckers.
Rest. Oh, wait. No. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this.
I told you not to do this.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Bye.
Did I remember to bring up? Yes, I did bring a herb. What? What? What did I do? I'm gonna just reload.
Oh, the HoloLive Promise musical.
Yeah, they're doing a musical.
That's right. And it's very funny because they all were like, yeah, it was a nightmare. I had to do so many recordings and I hated it.
Hey. It'll probably be good.
It's
at
happening
the cost
right now.
Of people having burnt out during its production.
Yeah, but I have an inkling, yeah, that perhaps if we want to play the speculation game, maybe that was one of the reasons why Fauna left. Who's to say?
Yo. Word? Maybe
yeah.
Things that they were roped into doing this year that are now coming out
demanding
took a huge human cost.
Yeah.
Where it's like, man, fuck this. And maybe they put their foot down and says, I kind of don't want to do this. And it's like, well, how about you leave? Just sitting here, chilling, restoring my health. I feel like when you rest and just stay stationary in Ys 1, your health goes up so much quicker than this. I could be wrong. People could correct me. But I'm just going to live in my own headcanon.
I see.
So what are you thinking about right now?
So it seems
you could be
like...
reading from some sort of script or website to my annoyance.
No,
rather
I'm
than me
looking
doing
up,
it to you.
No, I'm looking up how to get this Devil May Cry 2 Definitive Edition to work. And it turns out it's literally just fucking cheat engine.
Oh. Word?
It's using cheat engine to just tweak the values in such a way as to make the game playable.
Word.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Anyway, that's what we're gonna play. I'll raid you.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna eat dinner.
All right, let's kill some Purple Panthers, I guess.
Purple Panthers.